So the PSV Patrol is finally back. In today's episode we go over the transfers, play our first game. Okay, well it's not our first game, but never mind. Coming up next.
With our fearless hearts, we could be ours, and we could live for 1,000 years. We could be legends. If we all go down, if our time is now, we could let everyone know we were here. We could be legends.
What's up guys, and welcome to JNO United, bringing the best in football news, entertainment and games, and we're bringing back the PSV Patrol. Yes, the PSV Patrol is marching on. If you're new around here, give this series a go. I've really enjoyed my journey with PSV Patrol, and hopefully I can get a bunch of you new subscribers to go on this journey with me. We're bringing face cam in for every single episode now I've got a bit better at the editing side of things. And let's have a look at the transfers for those of you that were here for Season 2. Okay, so you can see on the screen the transfers right now, and it's probably very noticeable that I've sold a lot of players. Jeffro Williams, John Hendricks, Jurgen Locadia, Luciano Narsing, Santiago Arias, Davy Proper, Adam Marhart and Alexandro Pato have all moved on, but that gave us a decent transfer kitty to do some business, and to be honest I don't think I could kept a lot of those players without making them unhappy. We have brought in Matthias Kranvita, Giovanni Dos Santos, Miguel Angel Ponce, Ali Ghazal, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ibrahim Afellay, Quintero, Herving Lozano, Esseric and Kennedy. So we have done some big business, and before we get into the first game of this season, I just need to admit that I recorded already and it didn't work. Basically, because of the stream I did last week, for some reason OBS was saving as FLV files and the quality of them was awful. I've changed it to MP4s again, so hopefully it should be better now. But we did play SC Heerenveen in that episode, and we went 2-0 down in the first half and had an epic comeback in the second half to win 3-2. And then against MVV we won 3-0, and then I went to edit the footage and realised that the game against Heerenveen wasn't really worth putting on my channel. I don't want to put something up that is substandard. But as you can see, we have been on a winning streak, apart from our loss to Paris Saint-Germain, our first friendly of the season, and hopefully we're going to continue that in this episode against FC Twente. Okay, so it's game time against FC Twente, and as you can see we've changed things up. In the Dutch Super Cup we actually played with the usual formation, kind of 4-3-3, but we got annihilated that first half and we're 2-0 down. I changed to a 4-2-3-1, which I trialled out during pre-season, and we came back and won 3-2. So we're still sticking with the 4-2-3-1, but we're giving some new players a go that haven't got any games yet this season. We're starting with Rajkovic in goal, then we've got Ali Ghazal and Jeffrey Bruma in defence, with Lukaku and Ponce as the wing backs. Kranvita is playing the more defensive midfielder in the double pivot, with Kellner as the more advanced one, and behind the striker we have Lozano, Guardado, Quintero and Kennedy on loan from Chelsea is going to have a go up front. And our opponents are pretty much playing the formation we used to play, so let's see if changing formation benefits us in this season number 3. Okay, so we are kicking off and hopefully we have a good performance here, so I'll get a good episode out, because I've tried to record this twice now, and twice with the FLV file save the footage has just been awful. Now it's MP4, hopefully this should be the quality that you're used to on this channel and I can actually upload this game. Okay, not the greatest of starts, seeing as the first highlight goes to FC Twente and they've hit the bar. Well, the post. Not the best of start, but now it's us. Quintero with a great ball. Bruma couldn't get it, oh he gets it back in, Quintero, and that looks like a very bad situation for us as they counter. And thank God Ponce wins it back. Guardado now on the left, the player I forgot to play in the Dutch Super Cup for some strange reason. The press could have had a field day with that one. Okay, so Rajkovic hoofs the ball up the pitch. Lozano with a great steal there. Quintero back to Lozano. Lozano crosses it. Kennedy in the box. Kennedy scores 1-0 up, and the camera refuses to focus. I've not had this problem with this camera in a long time. and now it's playing about with me. But great play there. Lozano won it, passes it off to Quintero, who finds it back to Lozano with a cheeky 1-2, and then he crosses it in for Kennedy to put it away. Great start by the team. Let's have another goal, because I'm always nervous, especially when I'm filming. Always worried that they will equalise, that they will go on and win, and in the Eredivisie I should be dominating. Rajkovic with a comfortable save there by the looks of it. Okay, seriously, SC Heerenveen I was going to say getting more chances than I'd like, but we won the ball back. Guardado finds Kranvita to Alcazar. Probably said that so wrong. Quintero out wide to Ponce. Ponce has some space, whips in a ball. Kellner finds Guardado. Guardado finds Ponce. Ponce to Guardado. Gets in the cross. Kennedy is there again. Kennedy has been lethal. This is the first time I'm starting Kennedy. He had a sub appearance, I think, in the last game. Actually, I think I played a 4-4-2 in the last game, so I think this is his second full start. Guardado crosses it in. Kennedy beats his man to the ball and heads it into the back of the net. And I'm going to try and change position because I can't really read the names from here. And SC Heerenveen are once again keeping the ball, and I'm not liking this. Alcazar gets a second yellow card. Are you kidding me? I think we're going to take off Quintero. He's got the lowest rating. And bring on Islamat Mirin. I was hoping our problem with cards would go away, but Alcazar has just added to those problems. We had a problem with it both seasons last year. Guardado breaks there, cuts inside, unlucky not to get past his man. Bruma picks up the ball, finds Lozano. Lozano tries to play it out wide to the wing back. Kennedy does play it to Lekeu. Lekeu crosses. Guardado, we're a man down, but we have scored again. Guardado coming back into the side after I forgot to play him, and he has done the business. And despite the fact we are a man down, only 10 men on the pitch, we have managed to get another goal. Diving header by Guardado. Commitment there from the PSV Patrol. We don't even need 11 men on the pitch. That's how good we are. Kellner, great ball to Kennedy. Kennedy's away. Has he got the pace? Crosses it in. Lozano. Guardado almost puts away a second. Okay, Lozano crosses. Kellner now. Kellner almost gets his first goal of the season. Kellner is a regen youngster who I've decided to give more first team football unless I send him out on loan this season. Let's get straight into the second half. Everything's going well, so we'll just play on into the second half. Let's not change anything because we seem to be dominating still. We look a lot more defensively solid here. I know SC Heerenveen have had highlights, but they've only had 2 shots on target. No clear-cut chances. We've not had any clear-cut chances, but we've still scored 3. You watch, I've just said we're defensively solid and now we'll concede. Kranvita to Islamat Mirin to Ponce. Ponce to Guardado. Guardado inside to Kellner. Kellner to Guardado. We lose the ball, but Kennedy with a great steal. Kennedy still on the ball, holds it up, finds Ponce. Ponce to Kennedy. Kennedy blasts it wide, and let's have a look at making some substitutions. Team is playing very well, so I'll just take off someone that maybe needs some rest. We'll give Ruben Loftus-Cheek some game time. Let's see what the young Englishman can do. Will he replicate what Tom Carroll did in season number 1? So Ismat Mirin to Kranvita. Loftus-Cheek. Kranvita back to Loftus. They're just passing it between themselves. Keeping possession nicely. Ismat Mirin to Kranvita. Kranvita sitting quite deep. Finds Lekeu. Out wide to Lozano. Lozano skips past his man. Bursts of pace. Crosses it in. Guardado blazes it over the bar. Absolutely blazes it. Thinks he's playing rugby. Okay, that's not good. They've broken into our box with the cross. Ball's all over the place, but Rajkovic, the safe pair of hands, best goalkeeper in the league as far as I'm concerned, manages to keep that out. This is probably the highlight with the full-time whistle. So we have won 3-0. I kind of wish we had the SC Heerenveen game purely because it would have been a lot more epic as far as an episode goes. But at least you can see how the team are playing with this new formation. And the man of the match was Guardado. Key passes 6 with an average rating of 9 in that game. Great performance by him. And now, before I sign off, we have a quick look to see which game we'll come back in on. And most likely it's going to be the Champions League first game in group stage. Don't know who we've got yet, but that's a surprise you can find out in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, as always. If you're new and you've watched all this way, thank you so much for giving this series a try. I've been JNO, you've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game. Didn't do the fingers, it's all about the game.